So, good morning, students. In the continuation of this second chapter, we are going to discuss that how microorganisms are important in our life. Last day, we had discussed the importance of microorganisms in the field of the food industry, like this preparation of curd, bread, cake, idli, dosa, and cheese, and all. Today, we are going to discuss how these microorganisms are important in the increasing the soil fertility. This topic we had discussed in your previous class also, while this manuring. So, today we are going to discuss it in the case of this soil fertility. So, as we know that the plants require the different nutrients, and out of which this nitrogen is one of the most important nutrient for the plants, because these plants require this nitrogen for their protein synthesis. And as we know, it is 78% the amount of nitrogen is there in our atmosphere, but these plants cannot utilize this atmospheric nitrogen until or unless it is not converted into its compounds. Okay, so in our nature it is done, this conversion is done by different manners, but one of the manner or one of the method how it is converted into its compound by bacteria and blue green alga. Okay, and these bacteria and blue green alga are, it is the microorganism. These are microorganisms. That's why we are discussing this topic here in this under this heading. So we had discussed this process that is called this nitrogen fixation. It is called this nitrogen fixation, means these microbes called biological nitrogen fixer. It is this nitrogen fixers. Why? Because these convert the atmospheric nitrogen, that is in the form of gases, it is in the form of gas, into the element nitrogen to compounds, means this will convert this nitrogen into its compounds, and this is done by this microbes. It is by microbes. So this process is known as this nitrogen fixation. Okay, here it is written this nitrogen fixation, the process of converting atmospheric nitrogen into compound of nitrogen is called nitrogen fixation, means conversion of nitrogen into its compound. Okay, conversion of nitrogen into its compound. And who is doing this process? This is the microbes, like this alga, blue green alga, and it is bacteria that are present over here in the nodules of the leguminous plant. It is the root nodule of leguminous plant. Okay, so this process is known as nitrogen fixation. Once this nitrogen is converted into its compounds, then it can be utilized by the plants. Okay, so these are root nodules that is present where? In the roots of leguminous plants, and these are called as nitrogen fixing bacteria, especially the species of Bacterium rhizobium. It is called this rhizobium. What is the name of this microbe? It is rhizobium. This rhizobium lives in the symbiotic form. Symbiotic means when two different organisms live together and benefiting each other. So this is found in the form of this symbiotic form. That's why it is also known as this symbiotic bacteria. Okay, so these, what is the function of these microorganism? Is to fix the nitrogen. What is this fixation of nitrogen? That is conversion of nitrogen into its compound, and it is done by the nitrogen fixing bacteria. That's why these microbes are useful in the field of this soil fertility, and it increases the soil fertility. Why? Because it is increasing the amount of nitrogen in the soil. Okay, students, so this is how these microorganisms are helpful in the increase in the soil fertility. Next important use of these microorganisms are, that is the production of alcohol, wine, and vinegar. Okay. So last day when we were discussing about the food production of this curd, so there was a bacteria that is called this lactobacillus bacteria. Okay, that was helpful in the process of conversion of lactic acid. Okay, lactose into lactic acid. Here we will discuss about this process of fermentation. Very important of process of fermentation that we had to discuss. We have already discussed this process, but here we have to discuss it again. Fermentation is what? It is the process in which glucose is converted into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process is known as fermentation. How it is done? With the help of a microorganism known as this yeast, and yeast is a fungus. Yeast is a fungus. So this process of conversion of glucose into alcohol and carbon dioxide with the help of this microorganism, that is the yeast is a fungi. So this process is known as fermentation. So you can see here that one of the product of this fermentation is alcohol. Okay, one of the product of this fermentation is the alcohol. And this fermentation process was discovered this great scientist known as Louis Pasteur. It is the work of this Louis Pasteur that who has invented this process of fermentation in 1857. So how these bacteria convert the different things into alcohol? So you can see here that it is written कि grains like barley, wheat and rice, these are used for the production of these alcohols and wine. Okay, brings about the conversion of sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process of conversion of sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide is called fermentation. Okay, so if weak solution is exposed in the air several days, froth scummy appears in the surface of the liquid, begins to smell like alcohol. Normally we will place this solution, sugar solution, in the contact of air. Air contains these different types of microorganisms. So if the yeast will come over here, and then it will start the process of fermentation, and it will change this sugar solution into alcohol. Okay, so this is how it is converted, and man has used this observation to make alcoholic beverages like this wine and alcohol and vinegar also. So aerobic bacteria like acetobacters are used in the production of vinegar, that is lactic acid from alcohol. Okay, then fungus aspergillus is used for the producing large quantity of citric acid. This citric acid is used in the soft drink industry. So these microorganisms can be used in the field of this production of alcohol, wines and vinegar. Okay students, so another is that is the production of antibiotics. Okay, antibiotics are what? These are the medicines that are used to kill the bacteria in our body. These medicines are known as this antibiotics. So there was a scientist known as this Alexander Fleming discovered this first antibiotic. That's why it is known as the father of antibiotics. So these antibiotics are very important in our life to kill the different types of bacteria that causes different types of diseases. Here it is written, the names of antibiotic comes from two Greek words meaning against the life. Antibiotics works only against the certain form of life. Okay, so it was discovered by Alexander Fleming. Okay, so now the question arises, how these antibiotics works in our body. Okay, so what these antibiotics do? Antibiotics are what? These are weak or killed microorganisms that are used to kill another harmful microorganisms. Like the first antibiotic that was prepared was penicillin. Okay, and this penicillin was prepared by an microorganism known as penicillium. It is prepared by this penicillium. Okay, this penicillium was a fungi. It was a fungi that are used to cure the different types of bacterial diseases. That's why these are called as antibiotic. Two terms are there, that is anti and biotic. Anti means against, biotics means that is different types of microorganisms, means that kill the different types of harmful microorganisms. So streptomycin, erythromycin, tetracycline are the commonly used antibiotics. Okay, and these antibiotics are used to cure the variety of diseases of human, plants and animals. But we cannot take these antibiotics by our own choice, because these antibiotics can be harmful for us, because what they are doing, they are killing the different types of bacteria in our body. But these are killing, if they are killing this harmful bacteria, then it is useful. Otherwise, if they are going to kill the different bacteria that are present in our body, and these bacteria are useful for us also. Okay, so then in this condition it can be harmful for us. Like, so there are certain precautions we should take only on the, we should take antibiotics on the advice of qualified doctors. We cannot take these antibiotics by our own choice. Must complete the entire course as prescribed by doctor. Okay, what happens, we take this 1 or 2 doses of this antibiotics and then we stop. Then what will happen, this is not going to kill the microorganism, because it has certain course of the required days to kill these microorganisms. Okay, and one of the this drawback of this antibiotic, it will make these microorganisms resist of these antibiotics if we are not going to complete the prescribed course. Excess dose must not be taken, because it will make our body resist of these antibiotics, and suppose we will take the further dose of this antibiotic in future, then it will not work in our body. Okay, so these are the some precautions that should be taken by us in the use of antibiotics. So today we have discussed, that is the use of microorganisms in the field of this soil fertility, in the production of alcohol, wine and vinegar, and the production of antibiotics. So students, tomorrow we will discuss its different other uses, like in the production of vaccines, then